their approach to doing things. Because we need to also wake up Christians in the church who think because they have fasted, the breakthrough will come. We also need to wake the man who thought because he had given the tithe, the breakthrough will come. We need to balance in the church that wealth creation is like the pendulum of a grandfather clock. You must apply two things: principles and power. Principles and power. In the church, we teach power, power, power. Motivational guys outside teach principle, principle, principle. In a church like this, we have the blessing of revelation in trend that makes us to understand principle and power. And as you combine both, you will succeed. And you will do well. But you must expect more of yourself. The second thing I like to say is not only to expect more of yourself, but to express yourself. Express yourself. Express your dream. Express your vision. What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go? Even if you don't have the money. I was a young pastor in this Lagos. Then I left for London. While in London, the church just started. And then eventually I stepped out of the denomination I belonged and started KRCC. One time I came to Nigeria. And in fact, when I was still a denominational pastor, I told my pastor in Nigeria that one day we will have a church on Ikorodu Road. He looked at me like, how can it be? Ikorodu Road is built up. It was my expression. I believed in my expression. At that time, Ikorodu Road was like the champion of all the roads in Lagos. And so I kept confessing, one day on Ikorodu Road, we will have a presence. And truly, as I kept dreaming it, believing it, and trusting God for it, the chance opened. Some people who started a business packed up. They want to sell a 4-acre site with a 34-room office and 3 warehouses. And so we paid for it and bought it with money transferred from KRCC London. Expressing yourself means you see it even when others don't see it. You believe it even when others don't believe in you. The third thing is to examine yourself. What's holding me? What can limit me in wealth creation? Let me not stay here. If you look at examining yourself in 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 2. So Elisha said to her, what shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in your house? And she said, your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil. She had to examine herself and face her reality. Yeah, we teach the confession of faith. But you have to face the reality and see what you have right now. What do I have with which I can start to get out of broke into blessing? Because what you have is a beginning point. God has to bless something. Say with me, God has to bless something. No, you can't create something out of nothing. Only God has that power. And we only read of that once in the Bible. Genesis 1:1. Bereshith barach Elohim. In the beginning, Elohim. Barach. To barach is to create out of nothing. But after that, everything he created was out of something. The Bible says, and God made man out of the dust of the earth. Asher is the Hebrew word to create out of something. Everything around you is out of something. The microphone in my hand is crude oil that became microphone. This was a tree in the bush. The shirt I'm wearing was once cotton upon a tree. Asher. So you must be ready to look for what you can turn to a source of money. So the man of God asked her, what do you have? She had to examine. The challenge with many young people in the country of Nigeria, and dare I say Africa, is that they do not realize that their degree is only a foundation.